Okay, it says I'm live. I am just gonna try and get a link to this and post it on Twitter and try and get some more people in, but I don't know who's here currently, but hello. We're gonna be streaming a very cool game. What the fuck is my stream settings doing? Okay. Link to this and post it on Twitter and try. Cool beans. Right. Alright, I'm going to be talking a lot during the stream, trying to explain things, and then the idea is trimming it down to something that's a bit more watchable. I'm not much of a stream person, but, you know, hopefully it's entertaining enough. Where do you start with this game? It's, most well known for its puzzles, which we're pretty much going to be entirely skipping over. It's going to be a lot of very weird platforming, a lot of sequence breaking. Alright, we've got my my mod in there, giving me very good reason to keep him on. We were testing out what words are banned. You can't say cuck, apparently. You can call people simps. There are just some words that YouTube auto-bans. I don't have any control over it. Twitch memes I have banned. You can't say poggers in this fucking chat, or your message won't go through. Well, I suppose I'll get started. I did load it once to see if it worked, because when I looked at this save file, I wasn't sure if it would actually let me go anywhere. But we've got a very painful seed spawning in a very strange spot. This is gonna be interesting. So we spawn with a bunch of stuff right off the bat that'll just help make our lives just slightly more bearable. We've got a random weapon. We've got the absolute worst. Wait, pussy works. I thought yesterday pussy didn't work as a word in the live stream. Our first goal is going to be getting out of this area. This area is way too difficult for what we're doing right now, for what we're equipped with. We've got the worst weapon in the game, the key sword. We are strapped for cash. Yeah, things are not looking so good. So we've got weights which press down those switches, and we thankfully spawned with an item that lets us go through these gates. Normally we wouldn't be able to go through these gates. I can't even hit these lizard guys. Oh yes I can, okay. This room is where we're supposed to come in from. It has that little timer up top, and then poison kills us. And if we went up that ladder it wouldn't do anything, because we would spawn in a boss area that we haven't actually cleared yet. Yeah, there's spikes and enemies trying to kill us, so we have the ability to teleport. I thought that would be very, very essential. Okay, this is also one of the weirder areas of the game because it doesn't work quite like other areas. If you could see the map right now, which we're probably not ever going to see actually, you would be able to notice that this is like twice the size of all the other areas in the game. I'm dumb. Okay. This is fine. I'm also... I'm just too slow to get to that platform before it goes up, so we're gonna start... Oh, I haven't even started the timer. Yeah, that would be good. My controller just disconnected. Okay. So, the main goal of the run, what we're going to be looking to do is collect 9 things called Ankh Jewels. They're these little red crystals, and we're going to be killing 8 bosses, then we're allowed to fight the actual final boss. When are you going to do a run with mantras? We're not going to do mantras. Mantras is normally the way that you go and beat the final boss. Instead, the thing's just been changed so that it's, this is the ladder I wanted to go up. We changed it so it added in another item that lets you, fight, like, the regular bosses. Alright, this is the surface, kind of. This is supposed to be the starting area of the game, but we're in a weird little passageway that you find much later. So all this is going to do is take us to another area. Oh, actually, yeah, we don't have the double jump, so we can't. Fucking hell. Okay. This means we're going to have to slog our way through the twin labyrinths and find a different way out. This is maybe the... It says it's the 7th area in the game, which I don't think is super accurate. There's a lot of areas that are much easier. You can play this game really, really out of sequence. This is also going to make me look really bad because this is a... It's a labyrinth, man. It's like the most confusing area in the game. Everybody who plays this game gets fucking lost. Particularly when we don't have alternate ways to get in or out. This place has a lot of entrances and exits. We're on very low health. We're going to walk back here. Usually on the surface there's an area where you can heal. This is a Holy Grail tablet. It's a save point, and it's also the point you can teleport when you get one of the items that I graciously spawned with. And this may be the most nightmarish seed I've ever seen. That I've ever played personally. This room is fucked, man. What the hell? Okay. I suppose it would be a good time to talk about some of the very bizarre... or some of the background, maybe, of La-Mulana. It started as an ode to, like, all these MSX games. These really old, very, very, very dated adventure games. This is meant to be convoluted, hard. Yeah, these normal enemies are obnoxious. Usually, the normal enemies are not what you have to worry about. Things are different. I think on the left here we have an out. No, we don't. But we do have something to increase our max HP, which is nice. There are a few of those throughout the game. The ways that jumping works in this game is very odd, or it's deliberately difficult. It's deliberately annoying, which is exactly what you want to hear. On the way up, you don't really have much control from the angle that you start. This is me holding left after starting to jump. So on the way down, you have way more accuracy. You can angle yourself, which makes platforming extremely nightmarish, especially when you combine it with the fact that when you get hit, you just drop until you hit the ground. So I thought we were going to get a much better item there. I thought we were about to get the katana and we would have something that would be doing decent damage, but no, we are still stuck with this joke weapon, thankfully. There's no fall damage in this game, but as you can see there, you just kind of like crumple to the floor. You're stunned for a little bit. And those little green orbs fill up the blue bar beneath our health. When that thing fills up, we get a full heal. It's not a super reliable way to heal, but it's... If I was a really good router, I would definitely be taking a lot of notes about that. Trying to estimate where would be the best place to heal. Yeah, this place is hell. It's not the absolute worst area in the game, but that would be the Chamber of Birth, which when we get to is going to be the worst experience. Okay, we can perform one of the first glitches. So there are two different ways to pause in this game. You can do this pause, which is what you do to go into the Holy Grail, and you can do this pause where you can see all your items, configure software, which is they have various different things. This one lets us teleport into like later game areas. This one's a map, but we need to actually find the maps, and we're probably not going to be finding the maps. How much delay? Not all that much. And the glitch here is on the first frame that you enter a room, you pause using that mini one, and then you can just walk straight through blocks like that. There are a few of them throughout the game. So we just got the crucifix. That makes ghosts not able to harm us, which we don't see any ghosts right now. That's the life seal. Fuck. Alright, there are 4 seals in the game. They're kind of like keys. That's probably just the easiest way to explain it. When you see the ghosts, I mean, I got the crucifix before I knew what ghosts were on my first playthrough, my first actual playthrough of the game, and that was a blessing beyond words. Because having these little things fly around, they're like the bats, but a million times more annoying. I messed that up. We could have had a platform there to save us time. There's a ladder down beneath us. We do want to go down there, but first off, we got a save point very close to us on the left here. Just past this room. Chat's behind, yeah, that's YouTube. YouTube has a very, very long delay. Here is the second tablet. This is the only area in the game that has 2 tablets, because this is technically 2 areas combined into one. It's lore stuff. It's the Twin Labyrinths. Every other area, I'll explain it more when we get to another area. That would just make it easier to understand. We're just gonna heal. But the gist of it is there is a front side version and there is a backside version to every area, and the front side version is usually a lot more chill. It's the early game version, and then backdoor is like this warped, distorted version of it. Some of the coolest areas in the game, almost across the board, like the best music tracks for sure. We will see them when we see them. But so this is the one area that is neither a front door nor a back door. It is both. It is both at the same time. What have we got? It is an area we also cannot go into. Alright, that's my favorite area in the game, but getting into it is a pain in the ass. So we're going to see that later. All you need to know is it's dark for now. First thing you do normally is turn on the lights in there when you go through it the usual way, but there is an actual legitimate way in the game to sequence break and go in the wrong way. Let's see, there is a shop up here to the left, which I probably can't reach. Yeah, I don't have the double jump. It's like the one movement item that is very, very critical for just about every backside area. You just reach a point where the game assumes you have it, and if you don't, well, you know, get creative or go somewhere else. Alright, so we are not going to be going all the way up to the top here, because up there is a mini-boss that I am ill-equipped to beat, to say the least. Now I'm just going through these freaky doors to try and figure out how I'm supposed to get where I want to go. I'm just going to take this somewhat reliable route. There's also lots of trapdoors and stuff in this game. The first one that we're going to see is I just jumped over there. If you get crushed, it's instant death, by the way. Spikes are not instant death, they just do a lot. Like that. God, I just don't want to fight anything because they can beat me. That pillar has crushed me to death quite a number of times. Alright, so the way this randomizer works, every item's been swapped locations, and also every... oh, fuck. Okay. We can save ourselves from death like that, thankfully. I'm getting a phone call. Excuse me for a second. Okay, telemarketer is cool. Well, what was I midway through explaining? Yeah, you can walk through spikes sideways, the Spelunky rules. Yeah, so all the entrances have been randomized, but they've been randomized. There's doors and there's ladders and things, and all of them have been randomized to go the same direction. So down ladders will always spawn you at the top of a ladder, and up ladders will always spawn you coming up from the bottom, etc, etc. Left, right, yeah, so the direction really matters. What we're going to be looking for most is up ladders, but up ladders also have a big tendency to fuck us really badly. There is one location that is a soft lock, and there's one that... we'll see it. We'll see it. These little jumping guys are hell's own creation. We can't go up too far there. Oh, actually, we kind of can. Alright, this is the Graveyard of the Giants. Let's see. This is the area with maybe the worst enemies in the game to deal with. Those little wizards that shoot out pillars of ice. They're horrible. They're the worst. So, 2 different weights in this room. The order that we open them up in is very important. One of them lets us go to a save point, which is what we want right now. The other one could get us an item, but we're just going to take our chances right now. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Here's a grail. And we've got another entrance there. So this is another late game area. We're just going to roll our dice, hope we get something better. Yeah, this is also terrible. So fate's conspiring against me to give me the places with all the death traps, nightmare creations, the worst shit. Tower of... yeah, it has been 100% the areas you don't want right now. What we got here? Yeah, I'm not going graveyard just yet. But we can get an item, and we're pretty close to the save point of this area, so at the very least, we're giving ourselves checkpoints, which is good. I'm also very cautious. Alright, that's an Arc Jewel, that's one of the things that we need to fight bosses. But we're going to be holding off on bosses till we get a weapon that doesn't suck. What else is there to explain? Any questions? Poons? We almost got killed by a rabid dog. That is terrible. So frequently we're going to be spawning up here just to get all our health back immediately, and we're also going to be spending a lot of our income on these weights in stores. We always want to have like 10 of them at the very bare poverty minimum. We'll go down through here for a bit. We have the life seal. You see that thing glowing there on the left side of the screen? That is what a life seal that we can actually interact with looks like. Everything else will just be like orange, like not glowing is the idea. All right. I'm also running away from chests as I open them because there are a few that, there are 2 that just spawn a bunch of bats, and there's one that blows up and probably kills you. This is the ice level, as you can expect, very fun to maneuver around. Jesus Christ. Yes, and also if you fall off platforms, you just sink like a stone. We're at the whims of this wizard at the moment, because these things linger. Alright. Yes, the clouds are not very powerful. So, yeah, the double jump item is probably the thing we want most, more than anything else in the game. Kind of obvious why. Those things are very tanky, they do a lot of contact damage. It's miserable. Alright, there's a doorway over there that we kind of want to see, but I'm going to solve this puzzle. well, I wouldn't say lots. There's a number of instances where you push blocks and puzzles, and at the moment it's very, very slow. There's a handy-dandy glove you can get, which will ease that process, make things faster, but since it's not an essential item, might have just been removed from the game. We don't know. So it looks like you're supposed to push a block onto the little switch over here, but if you walk on it, it's actually nothing. And the real puzzle is to... Oh, please tell me I can make it up here. Yeah. So, the difficulty of controlling this game is really, really exacerbated by the fucking ice level. We're actually supposed to push it over this laser, jump up, hit this switch, and that opens a thing. Not here. Somewhere else. I don't even remember. Okay, well. That's important. We've got an item. And let's see what we've got on the left over here. This is the Inferno Cavern. Does this look like a beginner-friendly area to you? It's certainly way better than the other things we've been seeing though, so we are going to take it. We came into the Inferno Cavern through one of the most, more generous ways. What do we got? That is worthless, and in fact, I think it auto-disables itself. Yeah, we are going to disable that, because that is just going to fill our fucking screen with useless messages and random whining from a dude in the surface who is not helpful in the slightest. It's quite funny. Alright. Pushing blocks into people kills them instantly. Like that. Pretty handy. We also luckily, the one good thing about the key sword is it hits low enough to hit things that other weapons could not. So there's a block puzzle we could solve here, or we could just do a cat pause. Who knows how long this is going to take. I got it so quickly the first time, I looked so professional the first time, and now I'm just going to be sitting here wiggling left and right until I get this. Yeah, this is what we call efficiency. That's the one. Okay. Interesting block over here. And we got the double jump item. What a blessed thing. Alright. This run just got a lot easier. You'll also see me completely disregard any normal enemy pretty much at all. Usually they don't do that much damage, and the only real challenge is either environmental puzzles or puzzles or the bosses, which will whoop us most assuredly as if we don't get a good weapon. That does not have anything we want. Flare ammo kinda useful, I guess. Flare gun will be good, but that's only a refill for it, and we don't have it, so not useful for us yet. Secret item in the wall here. There's a thing, body down below that says he's hidden something or other in a place no one will ever find it. That's a map. There's only supposed to be one map in this seed. I removed all the other maps because all the other maps but one are useless to me. And that map will be actually necessary for a very strange puzzle. We are going to need health. I keep forgetting which one is which. We're going to need health for this because we're going to be dipping into lava. Yeah. Alright. Lava, yeah, lava's not an instant kill, it just drains our health very quickly. Though, depending on what items we get, water may end up hurting us more than lava this run. Well, great, we have 2 different opportunities to fight bosses. We're going to explore the graveyard a bit more. I'm just going to jot down some of the entrances we have found. Because remembering this shit is very important, in particular because there's going to be a sequence near the end of the game where we have to run out of the building in a short span of time. Short-ish. Depends if we're lucky or not. Where else is there? Am I dumb? Brave. I have a page of, well, I have a notebook full of manic scribbles from the actual game. Because that kind of thing is very necessary when you're trying to solve this obscure weirdo shit. I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay. Okay, well, we have the double jump, so we can go and see what that life seal has over there. This thing also has the most fucking obnoxious hitbox in the world, and this guy really likes to spam it, so... Luckily, jumps serve as a pretty good momentum break. We can also... get this. It's coins, Jesus Christ, it is a lot of coins. Alright. I'm trying to remember what this was in the actual original game, or the base game. That's a nice find. Alright, this thing lets us block anything in the game. Well, any projectiles. Contact damage is still the biggest thing we have to worry about, so don't worry about that. That was the grave, alright. That was smart. There's a little upper area we haven't explored all that much. For items at least. There's a shop up there, and there are a few items. Yeah, I don't actually know what triggers ghosts to spawn. They would have spawned in that room. There would have been a few just floating around, knocking us down to the bottom of that pit, and being a horrendous inconvenience. That little eyeball thing on the left side of the room will be important later. But we need an item called the Bronze Mirror for those things to be of any consequence whatsoever. And we're also probably going to need to kill a few bosses, so... Don't we just love the graveyard of the fucking giants? Gauntlet? Alright, yeah, that is the item I think it is. We just, like, doubled our attack speed. Which is good. This is maybe one of the few things the Key Sword is good for, just attacking very, very, very fast. Which, it has lackluster damage, and most enemies have, well, the important ones have iframes, so it doesn't really matter if you're just plunging into them that much if it's not doing the damage to make up for it, but there is the utility of being able to destroy things like that. Quote-unquote crates. Not really crates, but... Alright. There's a fake wall up here with an item we can get. With extreme difficulty. And also there's bats that threaten to just knock us down. Okay. God damn. Okay. We got it. So destroying walls and all that damage doesn't matter. The woman statue, that's used for a puzzle. A very strange puzzle. Am I confident in my math skills? I don't have to do that fucking puzzle again. I wrote down the solution to that puzzle, so I have no fears whatsoever relating to that. Alright, well we already know what is up here. This will just let us get back to it. Okay, that'll let us get back to the Twin Labyrinth from that direction if we ever felt the bizarre compulsion to do that. This is a shop. That's the origin seal. We like that. We're gonna get that. We have 2 of the 4 seals in the game already, which is not bad if you ask me. And that's pretty much all we're gonna be able to get from the Graveyard of the Giants at the moment. And we know where all the entrances that we can get to are. So, what's left? Okay. There's a ladder there was an up ladder in this area, which I could have gone to on the way down. But we'd done a bit of traveling before then. I didn't want to lose progress to the not ignorable chance that it soft locks the game and we have to load a save. So, back up we go. I waited so long for him to move. And then walked straight into his fire. So maybe it's my problem solving skills we should be more worried about. The boss of this area we also couldn't fight until way later, even if we wanted to. Because we need to get in here through another entrance, which requires the bronze mirror. Up here, and there's a puzzle we can do also. Actually, no, yeah, wait. We can't get soft locked anymore. There's only one bad scenario that we can encounter. If we take this up ladder and get bad luck. And thankfully... Alright, there's another puzzle over here. So, you've been seeing little tombstones everywhere. If we had the thing that lets us read, and reading is a good thing to have in this game, and it's a 2-step process that is unlikely to be accomplished quickly. That tombstone would have given us the hints we needed to solve the puzzle, which is a common thing. Ah, this is Eden. We can't do anything with Eden yet. Let me just jot that down. Cool beans. That's most of the stuff we're getting out of there now. So, how about the Tower of Ruin? I don't think we have anything that can get us into where that die is, where that switch is. This is a boss that we are not ready to fight. Not with the fucking key sword. God damn, this weapon is pathetic. And I don't even think we can get down here yet. Yeah. Okay, that could have gone very badly. If I remember rightly, we don't even need to do this puzzle because we can glitch through it. But why not do it the right way? Since we can't get the other thing that we kind of want. I mean, we don't know how much we want any item. Like, optional coin chests that are hidden have the potential to be just as valuable, and that's a worthless item. That just gives us a little... Now we're going to hear little jingles when we get puzzles wrong or right, so that's something we can look forward to. Okay, this is risky. Yeah, this is very risky. Alright! We want to avoid that crusher, and we also want to avoid the lava. We're not really fast. Okay, we're fine. And we even get to kill this little pesky shit of a skeleton. I'm gonna wait for the next cycle. These things will crush us without hesitation. That's the jingle you're gonna hear every time we solve a puzzle. Book of the Dead. That lets us fight a sub-boss. We're not really in the sub-boss fighting mood. Oh, god damn it. I'm glad we have the shield, at least. We just don't have the thing that lets us see anything. Luckily, we're solving puzzles, as you can tell. Yeah, nope. There's a very tanky sub-boss further down that path that we're not going to tussle with. There's just one more place in the Twin Labyrinths that we can go to, and it is an up ladder. So, up ladders. We really want an up ladder, actually, despite the risks that are involved. Most people pine straight for them every time they play the game, even though it can lead to soft locking or death. And that's because we want to get to a location called the Spring in the Sky. That's also the sound that plays whenever you fuck up a puzzle or hit a trap or something. We get this little jingle to play us out. There are a lot of puzzles that we can't do here. And everywhere. But... and I should have checked out that shop. This place is fucking huge. That's what blocking looks like. The Spring in the Sky is not really important for its own sake. It is important because it is one of the few areas that has a guaranteed... it has two, actually. Two guaranteed like level transitions that are very, very, very favorable to us. One of them is to the surface, which has a lot of shops. That's good. That's groovy. And the other one is to the Temple of the Sun, which is a like early game area, so there are a lot of puzzles we can solve for free. That's a wait. That means there aren't chests that give you one weight, thankfully. That means that was an item that was replaced, which is probably a map. Or it's also this god-awful item called the Spolder, which makes your weapons leave a trail of light behind them that... okay. I don't know if we want to spend it on Pepper yet. Pepper is specific. Pepper is useful for one specific problem. So I'm going to jot down that it is there. Wilbro Twins. Yeah, that's a classic roguelike single-use item that, yeah, we use to make something sneeze. Either way, if we found the Spring in the Sky right now, it wouldn't be all that useful to us, because we currently don't have an item that we need to get further in. This is probably the best area we could have got, actually. This is the Mausoleum of the Giants. It's one of the coolest areas in the game. It's got all these big statues. It's also the second area you're pretty much intended to go in the game, which means all of its puzzles can be solved without additional items. Here's one puzzle. We need to put a weight down at this guy's foot, because we deduced that he was Futo. Okay, Dimensional Key is not helpful to us now. I almost wish we didn't get it, but that's alright. Actually, we want to go down here. Strength lies at the foot of Futo, one, like, adventurer corpse says. Oops, that's all we want to do. So this is called the Nebra Sky Disc, I think. It lets us get some groovy stuff here and there. It's only useful for this area. It's the main puzzle of this area. It gives us both the jewel we need to fight the boss and the Ankh, which lets us fight the boss. It's a two-step thing. We spawn an Ankh and then we use the jewel on it. There's also a shop here who has chakram ammo. Not super helpful. The enemies don't really hit hard. This area is just a dream. There are people who route this area specifically for randomizers. Just like all the different ways you can enter it and just breeze through and do all the puzzles that we want as soon as possible. It also ends in another up ladder. So that's good. We're also going to be heading up. This is the mausoleum. We got in there through here, and that was twins. Okay. I'm like half playing, half looking at this. Okay. There's a trapdoor there that sends you dropping down onto a pit of spikes. Fun little puzzle. We want to do that to twist that thing to the left. And then there's an optional boss here that we can skip, but I think I might try fighting just for the money. Because it's governed by one of those things. Yeah. Will be the Ghost King as soon as we get ghosts that want to spawn in better places for us. There's 1, 2... Come on. Here we go. And he's dead. That's not the pepper. Don't know why items are doing that. That's the perfume. That makes skeletons die in 1 hit. Right. Worthless. Why am I going there? Pot hype. I'm not getting crushed by a pot. So if you do the cat paws in that screen transition specifically, sometimes that pot in the bottom left hand of the screen just comes down on your head. Quite funny. Just messes up the collision so things tend to fall on you. Now we have what to do. No. There's lots of tablets in this area. The puzzles are supposed to be about finding out the lore of the giants, whose, you know, remains are just all over the place around here. And when you find out their identities, you generally know where to go. There's a bunch of puzzles surrounding when and how they died, which, with the sky disc down the bottom, you change it to when they died and then go to them and something happens. This is the softlock area, but we have double jump now, so we don't fear anything. The Dimensional Corridor is a boss rush, basically. Sub-boss rush. No, 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 give me the money, give me the money. I want the money. Okay, well, that was dumb. The Dimensional Corridor is a weird area for a number of reasons. Holy shit, I forget that they can do that. Okay, it's just a lot of sub-bosses in a row, basically. Mini doll, okay, that's another weird single-use item, but you can see unavailable. The boss of this area, Tiamat, has dimensional powers. Oh yeah, we're gonna spawn in the best area we could have possibly gone. Okay, that's a lot of information. Just give me a sec. We got in from the mausoleum. And I wanted you to hear that fanfare anyway, because it's good. So, that door. We're not supposed to be able to see those yet. But we were able to go through one, because without it, it would literally be impossible to leave the Dimensional Corridor if you did that freaky sequence breaking stuff. They are the gates between the front side and the back side of the areas, but yeah, we don't fuck with that. We don't care about that. Chain whip, way better melee weapon. It's not amazing, but... And yeah, the Gate of Guidance is the first area of the game. And everything can be solved here without items from other areas. So that is just the sweetest old thing. God damn it. That's lovely. It's also got a bunch of connecting areas. We can just dip our toes in down here and see what we've got. Usually this is how we get to the... No, not the mausoleum. Another area. That's horrible. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. We're not going there for ages. The worst area of the game. Probably the last area that you'd be significantly exploring aside from the Dimensional Corridor. It's atrocious. It's one of the... Yeah, it's a stain on this fucking game, but we don't have to do anything about that right now. We need to kill these guys because of a puzzle in the next room. Clunk. We don't really need to do this now, but since we So killing those skeletons spawn the box up the top, which we need to push down on that switch down the bottom right. That opens up a ladder beneath that takes you to the boss area. And while the boss of the Gate of Guidance is piss easy, we we are gonna save our Unk Crystals for potential Unk Jewels, sorry, for areas that, or bosses that open up better stuff. Every boss opens up one of those weirdo doors that we went through to get in here, and that's been randomized in this mod, of course. But there are some bosses that just give you extra stuff on top of that. You don't get crushed by that. Here is a chest. Let's see if I don't fuck this up. I fucked it up, okay. Well, we just fell. Again, dropping like a stone is, generally not what you want to do. God damn it, and we don't want to screen transition either. Excellent. It's just money. We're getting a lot of money and not the stuff we need. But we're probably going to find shops that have things that we need. That's fine. I guess we might... Oh, wait. I forgot. I forgot probably the earliest puzzle that makes people say this game is just whack and not worth playing. You just walk right through this wall. This gives you one of the most important fucking items in the whole game, and the only real way that you would be able to figure out that the only real way you would have God damn, man, that's a lot of money that just went down the toilet. I'm really just gonna be grinding later, probably. Let's see if there's all these things that I want to buy in here. Yeah, that's really important. We're gonna need that later. That's the cog of the soul. And that lets us spawn in a bunch of clay weirdos to mess with us, and a map. Which might be the map we need. I don't know where there's more than one map. There shouldn't be more than one map. Alright. Puzzle in here talking about how different races were wiped out. It's ominous. It's kind of a prelude to the big plot that's happening. But we're just meant to smack those in the right order. Now, the reason why you don't want to just be smacking things randomly is you may notice in a bunch of rooms there's an eyeball. A blue eyeball at the top of a bunch of rooms, and if we smack something that we're not supposed to, it zaps us with lightning that does damage that you really don't want to ignore. Luckily, most walls are pretty lenient in their hitboxes and all that. They don't, like, if I smack through that, that would be fine, but if I smack the wrong object, it would be bad. Okay, didn't get hit there, that's nice. One last item down here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. It's money. Yeah. And up the top, there are things that just aren't even puzzles. There's just a lot of things that are just switches there that open chests immediately in the same room. You can see why this area is well liked. That's software. That's some of the weirdo software too. That doesn't really make sense why it's useful, why you'd want it, or anything quite yet. But some of them have very potent combinations that are going to make us do a lot more damage. These bats are just the bane of my fucking existence right now. There's an item that lets you just pass right through them, but as it's optional, who knows if we're going to find it. We don't even have this elevator working. Oh god. I'm not usually this shit. That's the puzzle. We smack this guy's mouth and that thing opens. Oh, sorry, the elevator over here starts going up and down. Does it go up? Yes. Okay. Let's see. That ladder we want to go up to later. Routing this doesn't make sense in my head because we want to go up there, but only after we've been in the top. Thank you so much. Luckily, there's nothing stopping us from doing this. That spawns the actual arc, not just the way to get to it. Alright. Quick stop down here. To give us a save. If we got the pepper, we could get an item here, actually. That might be worth looking into. We can interact with this life seal, but we can't solve the actual puzzle here. So why bother? And you know what? We could cat pause through that, but it's just not. Doesn't really make all that much difference. This is a cute puzzle anyway. This is like the first. This is baby's first puzzle. Not that. That's why we didn't go up the ladder earlier, because once again you just like go through the ceiling in a weird and unexpected way because the maps like wrap in on themselves. They say you only get an item if you have courage, so you just drop yourself down on those spikes and they're fake. That's the talisman. It might not be. When we pick it up, it could be anything. That's the helmet. Alright, we really want the spring in the sky. We really want it badly. That's the item that lets us get to the surface. That's fucking good. Let's see if this is it. This is the normal entrance to Spring in the Sky. No! It's the other entrance to hell. Great. Birth main. Cool. Yeah. Even if we just hated life and we're completely fine with doing that, we don't have the items to get just about anything in there, so no problem there. Also, that switch makes the mouth of the guy up there just like fall down and crush you. It's a very fun little beginner trap. Very cute. Oh, hang on. We can't take a shortcut up there because that's a one-way door. The whip hitbox is pretty generous. It's what makes it a very, very decent starting weapon because it has a little bit of a hitbox above your head. More money and more money. Okay, this is a very cool seed. We're gonna go buy that pepper because who knows what it could give us. As soon as I stop having an aneurysm and figure out where I am actually trying to go. That's the one. Yes, unfortunately, no matter how many times I swing that whip, it's not going to hit the lizards, so we're going to be jumping over them and probably taking damage from them. Check it out, we killed those guys in one hit now. We also still don't want to step too far forward here because of that fucking pillar. So with the whip you can hit people through floors like that a lot. Pretty handy. Right over the top of them. This guy likes to jump sometimes. Yeah, fuck you. We can quick switch weapons thankfully, so it's not like we have to, you know, commit to one. For some reason, PS4 controllers don't quite work in the regular like Steam configuration and stuff. Let's see, we also need to talk to this guy again. Because he tells you that another shop has opened. Because we've been so nice to him, his big brother. Okay. Should've done the thing with the mini doll, whatever, we're going back to the thingamajig anyway. The mausoleum. That's also just something we're gonna do now that we're gonna forget, and then 2 hours later we're gonna be like, oh yeah, well thank god we did that because now a door's open. Great! We can just fight any goddamn boss we like. So this is what you use the pepper for, you make him sneeze. Holy shit! Okay. And that's blocked off. That means I know where that is. We just can't go there yet. That's connected to Eden, but we can't go through there yet. We'll figure out the shenanigans surrounding that. Okay, bombs are... a lot of things we can do with bombs. Wait a sec. Mausoleum was from... yeah, we can't. That's a one-way. Okay. Yes. We're gonna solve some more puzzles here. Set up for the boss that we're not gonna fight yet. Boss here is extremely annoying. I really don't like him. Alright, and we also need to get a chest that we acquired. That we did the puzzle to open. Great! We have the ability to read maps in very complex ways. We just shouldn't be seeing any. Okay. Puzzles. So we swapped it to the stars down the bottom with the disc. And that makes another very funny, very cute beginner trap happen. Was there anything useful in here? I forget. No, there was nothing useful in there. Another cute little thing that happens to people when they're playing the game to make them shit themselves and jump away from the screen in fear. Not this dude, not these dudes, sorry, but this guy. I figured out that doesn't actually instantly kill you, but it might as well. I think if you have full health, it takes you down to maybe a quarter of it. Alright. Cool. I'm slow. There's an item that makes you go faster. Would really help our speedrun. Would really help us get past a lot of areas way more safely. Would make some bosses about 100 times easier. Oops, I don't want to be on this side. Next we want to go to the sun! Fucking ghosts. There's also another exit in this area that we'll be getting to. And I've also made extra caution not to... I've made a mental note to not die to this really dumb thing that I have died to repeatedly on the way to leave this area. So, get ready for me not dying on the way out of here. Yeah. That's another annoying thing is everybody resets. Oh shit. This is, Lado, I think. All these dudes have names. This guy's Bardo, who fell over. The last two we're going to be getting to is... the last two significant ones in this area is... can't remember the first guy, but Sakit we'll be very intimately familiar with. I had it all down. It's down here somewhere in my notebook. And this is... I used to think he was Anunnaki, but I don't think that's correct at all. We don't want to leave through that bottom exit. Because... this guy whose name I forget does this. That's an Ankh. Something that this mod added in is quick saving at there. Just saves doing the Dark Souls thing of like running back to the boss area after you die, which is nice. And who knows what we're gonna get here. It's the actual spot that this is supposed to be. This is the Endless Corridor. Which we can't progress deeper down into and we can't really do a whole lot in. Other than get this shop. Who has also just ammo. Ugh. Yeah, this little grail point. If we're unlucky, we're going to need to be going through this area a lot. Because the trek through the Endless Corridor is very painful. We can't actually go down into the main part of this area. but going through there and making it loop at least once does unlock this chest. Flare gun! Perfect. Well, I mean, I'd rather I got that item way later, but it does mean we can do more stuff. Cool. Well, the various items we've gotten means we can go to a few different places. I think we're going to be using our bombs first, because that gives us a precious up ladder to work with, even though we could go to one of my favorite areas in the game. I want to go to the graveyard. Where am I? And go to this unusual little side area. Blow that up in our face. Does it take 3? Man. Oh, it's only one-sided. Well, that was a complete waste of ammunition. I'm gonna reload that. Never mind. That up ladder will stay a mystery to us. Well, cool. We're going to go into the dopest area with the dopest music in the game. Coolest aesthetics and very cool lore. The perfect area. Oh yeah, we have the flare gun, so we can also start to work on this puzzle. We give him the meme glowing eyes, you see. There's also an item we could have gotten from Gator Guidance now. So I'll check back in there. It's an eerie climb down with no music, no anything until we hit the grand reveal. This means, I mean, it would be nice if we had more health. There's also these empty pipes, which are kind of ominous. Unlike the Chamber of Extinction, this area will be completely lit in a second. We just need to... Let's get an item before we can even, you know, see things. Oh, that's a trap chest. We're not opening that. It doesn't glow. Luckily, we're not so foolish to fall for that. Oh, we're falling straight down anyway. Here we are. Definitely one of the coolest moments in the game. I love this game so much, man. Those enemies are also incredibly annoying. We want to kill them before their dogs, is all I'm going to say about them for now. We also have the Medusa heads from Castlevania, which is very fun. And as this is a very vertical stage, yeah, it gets very fun. Luckily, there's no... This game doesn't have, like, instant death pits. It's always a transition to a thing below. So it's just a time waster, not a... Not actual... Okay, we have 3 of the 4 seals in the first hour of playing. That's just excellent. This area we also really want to be able to read. That tablet on the right side of the screen is very, very important to read, but we can't do that at the moment. Also, the reason why we could get in here now and we couldn't get in there before is because the plane model, for some reason, makes all these statues that are in the way just disintegrate. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you go to the surface before opening up the little stone wall. Okay. Yeah. Luckily we can still teleport, but that's just very unhelpful. So that's the twins, and that is the surface. Being able to navigate your way around your fucked up version of these ruins is very important for when you need to get out of them very quickly. Not just for time saving, but because it may, if you fuck up badly, it may need to needing to fight the final boss a second time, and I don't have like optimized. I'm not a professional by any stretch. You might notice these statues everywhere. They'll be important later. the moment we can't do anything with them. There's also invisible enemies here that you probably won't even be able to see on stream, I imagine. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, so that's either going to be bats or it's going to be an explosion that kills us because there's no glow. Ideally, you want to sneak up behind these guys and kill them. Okay, that's what happens when you kill the dog first. He becomes an actual, like, enemy that is a threat and worth giving a shit about. That was a very fortunate heal. Alright, this is a very irritating and annoying climb. It's, yeah, it's filled with... It's multiple screens. If you get hit, you fall all the way to the bottom, just about. It's so bad that they, because this is a remake of an original, like, very, very obviously an homage. Fuck. This is a remake of it. They made it so that if you fall off the tower, like, 5 times, I think, they just give you a door that takes you from the bottom to the top, which is... I mean, I've never fucked up that badly that I needed to use it, but it's nice. Okay. You can see a little marking there, that's where the door goes. And... excellent. 2 more entrances, exits, sorry, we can take out of here. Which is very good. Raises the chances of us getting to somewhere we want. This is a gate of time. This is what the original game looked like. And we have acquired half of the ability to read, which is cool. I forget if there is another item over here when you talk to this dude. No. Nothing, no reward. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's useful. Ah. Also, those girders are ladders, which I didn't realize for the longest time, and I thought I couldn't go anywhere in this area for the longest time. Also, that is the one statue that fights back. Oh, hang on. I don't actually have the item, an item that could break that pot and let us get down to that chest, but hey, we can open it. Temple of Moonlight, very cool. Okay. Don't fall off this area either. Apparently people have a lot of... I've heard people say this is like extraordinarily annoying and unfair, but I don't see it. It's nowhere near the most egregious example of platforming. Ah, fuck. I'm supposed to take the other exit. Killing that guy before he rolls up into an invincible wall and wastes everyone's time is a good thing. It's a wait. Fantastic. Which we can immediately pay over here. What a wasteful, wasteful route. Because if you drop down the right side of the screen, you actually get the convenient way that gives you the save point. Just jot that down. I hate that, like, even when you know all the puzzles, like even when you know all the puzzles and shit, you still need to be taking notes just about every second. Where did I even come from? That's right. Moonlight, and that is the goddess tower. Fantastic. Now, we're only really going to be able to explore the upper half of this area because, I mean, yeah, everything beneath you need to go from below. I'm a really dumb person. Thankfully I didn't hit that switch, because that could have, like, fucked us out of... I hope that respawns. I just saved over it. I really hope that respawns. That may have been one of the biggest blunders. No, thankfully, this run is still valid. Yeah, you see, you can't just like cling onto ladders in midair, so you needed to land on that platform that I broke by dropping my fat ass on. Alright. This is just a single room freebie chest, thankfully. Alright. Easy as that. There aren't any other items I can get there, I don't think. And I don't want to spend the wait to find out. So we are going to... Where do we spawn again? The Twin Labs, that's correct. Bomb ammunition right there, that is a handy thing to note down. And flares. Okay, there's another shop in here that has... I was supposed to buy weights there. Let's buy weights. I am a fucking idiot. Oh, what a blessed place to spawn. I think we can... Alright. We spawned the chest there. I don't think we've spawned the actual weight, the die to open it. So, not really useful to us yet. These witches are horrendous. They are very annoying. I already get this. I already got this, I'm pretty sure. I really am blind and dumb. There's another shop that I'm looking for. That's the one. This is the Big Brother shop that we opened earlier. And it's got nothing useful. I guess we might as well buy some weights. I mean, that thing that I just bought, we might as well buy some of that. Where else do we need to go? Well, we know what all the entrances in the Tower of the Goddess are. I went up in the side area, I'm stupid as fuck. This is what happens when you don't take notes correctly. You just sit there like a silly little boy and wonder where you went so goddamn wrong. We have a bunch of seals. I wrote down where all the things are at the very least. And I don't think we can do anything with any of them. So, quite an interesting spawn. We could try and fight Pazuzu. It's fucked up that we can do that this early. What the hell? That's right. There's an item in the first area of the game we can get with those flares. So that thing opened up this top area, it reveals 3 empty lamps. The tablet down there in the bottom left completely gives away what you're supposed to do with it, even if that wasn't incredibly obvious, and that was nothing, as we have come to expect. Well, if nothing else, we can at least dip our toes into the chamber of birth and see if we can find anything. Bizarre sentence. There should be a shop there at the very least. That seems to be the one thing we can rely on. Oh, we have the woman statue, that's right. I don't know if we can do what we can do with her yet, though. Over here is something that... Hey, it does work. Okay, that's nice. It's the ring, which lets us break these things in one hit, I believe. No. That makes our throwing weapons better. We can't even do the thing that I thought we could do. So this is a bust. Okay, well. There's one exit we haven't checked out. I think. And it's low risk. Free as hell. What have we got? Okay, well, that's worthless. Cool. Well, we weren't supposed to be able to go there. That's fine. Ugh. That takes us there, and... Ugh. Shit. What we got left? There's one doorway that I think I'd already checked but didn't write down, so we're gonna do that. And there's probably some there's definitely some chests I can open in here with enough trial and error and aimlessly wandering around. I probably wrote down where this led. Oh yeah, that's right. And we can go through here now. And we can even bomb the shit out of a wall and get another item. Caltrips, alright, they're not super helpful, but if we're really unlucky, it could help us in one specific scenario. This is the main part of the area that we dipped our toes into with that treasure chest. This is the... well, it's sort of the last area of the game. It undergoes some significant changes when you fucked with things, but and there's not really a whole lot we can get at the moment anyway. It does have another exit. And that on the left is the one seal that we do not have. Everything's very tanky here, and without the feather it's very easy to get lost in a loop of backtracking. I think something we can use our caltrips in is opening. No, it's not. Caltrips also damage us. That's something that is not insignificant. It can be annoying, and it can be very, very, very useful in surprising ways, because we have iframes, and taking 1 damage is sometimes better than taking 100 from the 8th boss in the game. In old speedrun things, I think it was changed, I don't know how to do it now. You could, when you're about to go down a ladder, throw caltrips into yourself to fall very quickly for a pretty cheap cost. That was a cool puzzle. Do Do we have... We don't have the map here. We want the map of this area, but we need another item to make any use of it either way. This is Beelzebub. He will not be significant to the run at all, actually. His fight used to be a joke, and now it's non-existent. Because I figured out you can just skip right past him. What am I doing? Either way. Duh. My poor note-taking strikes again. This is from the twins. Right. Well, that means we're going to have a very, very strange route out after the final boss, at least. And that leads to the twins. It's all coming up, twins. And now we're going to see what is down here. Yeah. Also something that's not useful to us at all. Not at the moment. But hey, that's something. What are we missing? I mean, yeah. Not helpful to fight bosses there just yet, so just squizzing around what we haven't done. Getting to the fun part of the run where we don't actually know what we're doing. This will help for a puzzle later. What are you doing? Alright. What we'd want more than anything is a ladder that leads up and takes us to the area we really like. But that's... chances of that are getting slimmer. There's a distinct possibility that I'm going to have to try and fight through the early areas of the Dimensional Corridor while severely under-equipped, which is a fun prospect. Oh god. Well, good enough to give it a try. And with just this chain whip, watch me take on the final area of the game. Discounting the... I instinctively tried to warp out after falling a long distance. Which doesn't work. Okay. This is the Kuma boss. Well, Kuma sub-boss. Daughter of the Kuma boss. Okay. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the left, I think. This guy has a lot of health, but he's really not a nuisance. Just wait for him to tire himself out and then smack endlessly away at him because he is obnoxiously healthy. Sometimes he flies into you, but oh god damn it. Alright, that's what getting zapped by an eyeball looks like, because the weird little janky top part of our whip hitbox hit that block in the middle. We are on 2 HP! This is La-Mulana. It's a really, really cool roguelike that doesn't make a whole lot of sense watching it this way, I guess. It's really known for its obscenely hard puzzles and obscenely hard difficulty in just regular combat, I guess. It's got a lot of cryptic puzzles, weird nonsense. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty much one of my favorite games ever. It basically requires that you take notes, like physically write things down. And with a randomizer, it just turns into a very strange, more like a traditional roguelike, I guess. Just, you know, difficult. Because right now I'm trying to, like, do a boss rush with maybe, like, the third weapon you get in the game? On the, you know, vague chance that I get an item that helps me progress that I would have gotten, like, 15 minutes in the game. Yeah. It was originally made as, like, a tribute to MSX games. I don't know if you know what the MSX was, but, it was meant to be, like, oh, fuck. This is looking less and less feasible the more I try it, but we're gonna give it at least one more go. Yeah, I mean, it's got all the good parts of those kind of games where it's, like, giant in scope, really, really cool lore-wise. It's got that kind of Dark Souls thing where you just piece together what's happening rather than have it told to you in a cutscene, which is very nice. And it also has the very bad parts of just being cryptic, obscure, weird, difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go next. But there's charm in that. Yeah, this is the remake version of it though. They had to remove a bunch of copyrighted stuff. It was like very explicit references to other games and all that. Oh my god, okay. This guy takes a lot of hits even when you have late game weapons, so yeah. This is exactly how I expected this to go. Jesus Christ, man. And contact damage is a doozy. There's a lot of very talented people who have done very, very, you know, glitch-heavy, crazy-ass runs of this game. Alright, we can't do anything with that yet. There are some nutty glitches, there are definitely people who have optimized how to kill all this stuff. It's very much, yeah, you see a lot of comparisons to Spelunky and Castlevania and that. Oh god. Water hurts in this game. We don't drown, but it does tick us away. I think they say it's poisoned. Jesus, there is just no avoiding this guy. Luckily, he doesn't seem to have many iframes. It's got the same kind of like spikes in it too. Not instant death, thankfully, but like you can walk into them from the side and all that. They wanted to make this game what it would actually be like if you were like a Indiana Jones type, like cave explorer, I guess, with all of its like crushing, brutal difficulty. I have this, yeah. Even now in the randomize, like with this randomized stuff, even when I don't have to worry about the puzzles all that much, I've got this notebook just filled with inane scribbles, and it's very fun. I'm trying to figure out if there's like any other way. Oh god. This is what being pushed up against a wall is like. I'm going to be using a glitch in a little bit, after this boss, which is like easy. There's a wolf. We're not going to have the damage to kill him in one phase, and we were unlucky there. He jumps away if you try and get him too early. But otherwise you can just, as soon as he starts trying to attack, just do that. Alright. We're going to be doing a glitch here to get this item without actually doing what we're supposed to do to get it. It's the one glitch that I know how to do because it's pretty easy. This is originally a WiiWare game, actually. Japanese only, but it got... Funny story. Yeah, it was a remake to the Wii. I think it's got a remaster with its sequel included on PS4 and all that. Still haven't played the sequel because I'm broke as fuck. But yeah, originally it was remade, you know, this big... Oh god, okay. That's completely pointless of a night. I'm really not happy that we got that. But I don't think we can leave yet. Yeah. Well, this is not the item I need. Yeah, it was remade originally Japan only, and honestly I might as well reload. Japan only, and a company called Nicholas handled it, who people have had like gripes with them ever since they did a Cave Story remaster that didn't really remaster anything and just added like a really shitty soundtrack on top of it. But they really mismanaged it, and they basically they gave up on localizing it halfway through. They just said, not worth it. And so the actual like indie company who'd only ever made this one game, aside from a bunch of Flash games, had to handle all of it themselves, get like crowdfunding and all that to do it, which is just a really shitty thing to lump on an indie studio, but they did it, and really well loved game. It's one of the love it or you hate it kind of things, but like everybody who gets into it gets really into it. We're gonna fight a boss here, because I'm stalling for time. I'm lost as hell and I don't know what to do. This is the first boss of the game. He's stupid easy. Looks kind of cool. Okay. Because we have double jump and we have a slightly better weapon than you're kind of expected to have at this point. So he's gonna go down in not that many hits. Yeah. Most of the bosses are not gonna be like that. I need a drink. Yeah. Damn, dude. Well, we haven't dipped our toes into the other Chamber of Birth place yet, so we might try that. We get the shitty Contra games, yeah. This one beat the odds. It's a really good thing that this managed to make it out. And it got a very decent localization too. You would expect it to be, and especially when it's such a text-heavy game, like, and you need to know what is being said to solve puzzles. It got a very competent translation, which is... There's an online manual, and I'm guessing this was handled by another studio because it reads like it was machine translated. It's like actual insanity how poorly translated it is. Really busted English, and alright, there's a block up at the top left of the screen that clears if we kill this guy. That's a cursed chest, we can't open that yet. I'm gonna jot that down. Those ones with the purple glow you need an item to get. Sometimes I'll just take pauses and be scribbling things down because we'll need to get there later. The last time I tried one of these, I didn't write down where these chests were, and it was kind of a scramble near the end of the game going, what am I doing, where am I going? Cool. That thing down the bottom does a lot of damage. It'll probably instantly kill us, so we don't want that. There's also one that spawns from the top of the screen here. We have something called the Angel Shield, which is the one shield that lets us do this. And we got the Philosopher's Ocarina, alright. They had to change copyright stuff, but there's still a lot of things that are very, very... Fuck me. Alright, that's what happens when you smack a wall you're not supposed to. And thankfully, just about every place in this goddamn hellhole has those eyeballs at the top of the screen that zap us when we whip a little bit too far. Up here, we do this. This will help us light up another area that is constantly just shrouded in darkness. We have another exit here. Down the bottom. And we don't know where this will take us because everything's randomized. We are somewhere where we can't do anything. Okay, good. I think right now we gotta go into an area that I've been really putting off. Where is it? I also removed all the maps from the game and there's no way to see how everything connects in games, so... Did I not write it down? Oh god, am I just making this like the most painful experience I can make it? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Alright. I'm a dumb person, and now I'm gonna have to re-find where the entrance to this place is. Unless it's... here? So yeah, we're kind of just like zigzagging between areas so that we can deal with and areas that we can't, and trying to go, well, what would be the least painful way out of the situation? With varying degrees of success. Looking for a few different things at the moment. One would be the ability to read. There's a few tablets that do things when we read them. That would be nice. And right now we have software. There's a software screen that has all these weird little amplifying stuff, and this one's you're supposed to get at the start of the game and it lets you read tablets, but we don't even have the thing that we press up against the tablet to read things, so... Yeah, getting a lot of half solutions right now. Right now we're just gonna try and kill this guy. Hey, yeah. Well, that was decently easy. Okay, we can't do anything in there yet. We got the Philosopher's Ocarina, which means we can talk to the philosophers. They open up some stuff. I don't think there's actually any philosophers we can talk to right now, though, so... He was down here, actually. So here's hoping we don't fall into the lava or get crushed by this thing up ahead. Excellent. Alright, the Chamber of Extinction, which is the area which we hopefully are coming into now, yes, is a gimmicky area where everything's dark. And we have something that can temporarily stop that, and we solved a puzzle that if we do some things, it will permanently light up this area, which is a very, very nice find. Just gotta scroll in where we came from. Groovy. Also, the shield is a nice find before here, because there's these things that just constantly shoot shit at us. Alright. Now we have a better weapon than the really, really god-awful one that we randomly started with, so this sub-boss up here we should be able to completely blow to pieces without... even if the lights turn off, honestly. That's all 4 seals. 12 rune swords, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can definitely start with some very, very... nice equipment. It just didn't happen this run. We're probably gonna die. Shh. shit! Yeah, we're probably gonna die. I'm gonna warp out and heal, and then try that again. There's one weapon in particular that you get fairly early on called the axe that's just good because it has a really good vertical hitbox, and I've started with that once. It's a blessing. Stays useful for way longer than I think anybody thought it would. And yeah, unsurprisingly being crushed is instant death, so... Oh god, okay. We have to wait here for now because we don't have an item that you're supposed to get pretty early on in the game that just lets you move faster. Because if I tried to leap into that, I would definitely get crushed. They don't annoy you with that the whole game, thankfully. Oops, where's my shield? Too slow. I mean, yeah, like, luck-wise, we're still doing really well this run. I picked up something called the Death Seal. There's 4 different seals in the game, which open up, usually, chests or, like, little bits that let you solve puzzles very quickly, and, yeah, we have all 4 of them down here. The last one's just, like, the item you get when you beat the game, so... Alright, nice. It's a map. I hope it's not a map. It is a map. Maps are not very useful to us. We only want one map, and we'll know if we get the good map because it'll make a noise. Oh. I can hear the hedgehogs, goddamn. This is what we want, okay. Okay. That thing down there is glitching because we... It's trying to show us 2 different seals because when we solve this puzzle that I'm about to do here, which is just like a blind maze, you're supposed to have done it once ages ago. If we fall at the wrong spot, we fall down to the bottom and we have to... Yeah, like that. Great work. Me. Yeah, it's flashing like green and orange. Hang on. Wow, I'm good. We'll get lights back at some point. It's not a particularly complex puzzle to solve, you just kind of hold right and try to jump over everything. Hold left, sorry. Try to jump over everything. And we have just solved 2 puzzles in 1. Go us. We want that elevator to come back. Shooting that will light up the whole area permanently, and that is a cursed chest that we also cannot open. Okay. Great. What else can we even get from this area? Well, we don't have to worry about flares anymore, which is a hell of a save of money. Now I guess we can just take our time and find out what these entrances are. If we get a place called the Spring in the Sky, I'm going to be extraordinarily happy. I forget that there is a ladder here sometimes. What have we got? Shit! That's... yeah, not what we want. That's the lava pit, okay. Oh, my Steam notifications still. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. There are two reasons why taking up ladders are risky. One of them is if you get in here too early, the dimensional corridor, you may be soft-locked because you don't have the double jump to actually get out of where you land. And there's also just the distinct possibility that you spawn in a lava pit like that so that's cool. I'm trying to remember what all the items in here are now. There's little bits of money and all that hanging around in this area. This is a pretty good area for money. Down here. See, it makes me look like I really know what I'm doing when I do stuff like that, but really it's just like most walls in this area do that. I haven't memorized where all the random money drops are. I always forget if there's a shop here. God damn it. You can tell those enemies are very pleasant to fight. This is a big mural that we'll be going back later when we can actually do something with it. Oh shit, wait. Okay. We were kind of falling on the very last, like, little bit of that. Okay, more money. We've just been rolling in cash now. In a lot of spots in this run, which really worries me because I feel like later in the run, we're just going to be piss poor. Lonely House Moving. So, there's a lot of softwares in this game that are just named after old Flash games that the company made. And, they don't really do anything on their own. But when you combine them with other bits of software, they... Oh, that's where that top area leads. So there's an exit on the left side of the screen also that we can't go into because we haven't solved a puzzle somewhere else yet. But yeah, when you combine these different softwares together, they have a bunch of effects. Some of them make your whips stronger, some of them make non-whips stronger. There's like increased iframes, like, you know, just about anything. Well, there's another boss we could fight. We want to heal, though. I also keep healing in this random spot. Like, this one tablet is the one that heals us in the game, because it's the one where we spawned in this randomizer. In the normal game, you spawn on the surface, and on the surface there's a hot springs you can sit in, which heals you up to full health. And, you know, if you're new, or if you're trying to do stuff that happens way later, like we tend to do now, you'll be running back up there to heal quite often. But we don't have that luxury because we can't make it up to the surface. The only entrance that we know to the surface is in a brick wall that we have to open from the other side. We don't really need to buy that. So, the reason why we're looking for up ladders so much, because all the entrances... Even though all the entrances are randomized, all the up ladders still take you to another up ladder. If you're heading up when you transition to a different level, it will take you... Yeah, you will... If you go through an exit that takes you to an entrance that goes up, that's the only way it can happen. You can't go up a ladder and suddenly be walking sideways into a room. So an up ladder is the only way to get into a place called the Spring in the Sky, and beating the boss in the Spring in the Sky is the only way to get to the surface without having opened the passage before. Just got a YouTube comment. Interesting. Here he is. This guy's irritating. I would really like a weapon that does more damage against this guy, because he just wastes your time and body slams you often, and dodging him is a complete crapshoot. Sometimes he just flies through you to get items. This is looking a lot like a DPS race right now. You little asshole. Yeah, so good luck dodging that. Or that. Or that. This is why I'm kind of reluctant, but it's an item I know I can get, so we're gonna try it. Let's see. We got the Philosopher's Ocarina a while ago. That lets us talk to people who would otherwise be frozen in stone, but yeah, we can't actually talk to any. And the things that they give us for talking to them are kind of, yeah, they're not all that useful to us right now anyway. There was a health upgrade in the Twin Labyrinths, and I think I want that. And in fact, a shop up here that I haven't checked. Why did I not do that far earlier? This could be anything. It's nothing. So we got a lot of money and no reason to spend it. At the very least, when we get to the late game, we are going to have plenty of money to dump into bullets for the very, very, very powerful gun. Yeah, that's right, we got bombs already for some reason. So we can also solve this puzzle. Which looks like you should be able to solve it normally, but you're actually supposed to destroy that wall to do anything. Another devious trick by the sick fucks who made this game. In the original game, it was even worse. This whole puzzle was just like a decoy. You couldn't actually solve it. Or what you were supposed to do was just double jump because you have the height up to that room over there. But they changed it in this. There's a tablet that says something along the lines of like, the people who designed this puzzle are fools and anybody who tries to cheat it will be punished. And yeah, you get zapped by lightning if you try that. It's funny, it's cute. This game really likes its fans. Like, it hates its players, but it really likes its fans. It's got tons of fan servicey shit like that. A lot of callbacks to the remake and to other things that were made by this company, which is nice. Not that I'm a huge Nigoro consumer. This is a grapple claw. It doesn't seem very helpful at first, but it just does that. You can cling onto walls by holding up when you jump into them. Which, yeah, questionable use right now. But it does solve a puzzle, so you need it at some point. Up top here is a sub-boss that is, like, I hate him. It's the least favorite in the whole game. Disgraceful. It's just this flying little lion-headed creature that freezes time and just spikes you with stuff, and then even if you were ready to block them, he just like flies into you, body slams you, and does a ton of damage anyway. Funny guy, old Zoo. Why don't I just buy the health upgrade, and yeah, there was nothing in that shop. What was that? The grapple claw, that's right. One of a very stupid puzzle too. So let's give this asshole another try. Using a jank whip hitbox to get rid of all our problems, and we have to wait till now. Excellent. It's fun business speedrunning. Like, I've never been much of a speedrunner, but this game it just works really well trying to do things as fast as possible with this randomizer. Very fun to do. It helps me milk more playtime out of this game that I really, really like, even after I know how to solve everything. I'm doing much better this time. Fuck. The unfortunate thing is we're not doing all that much damage. This whip is pretty bad. It's only good in comparison to the weapon that we started with, which is the key sword that just does the lowest damage in the game. You get sub-weapons in this game. We don't really... like, the only useful ones we have so far is the shield that I'm constantly holding out, and the flares. They've been using more for puzzles than actual combat. They will be helpful later. But stuff like shurikens and all that you get. Miracle Witch. We have... unfortunately, our Mobile Super X, which was originally something else but had to be changed for copyright. We only have the basic version, which means our memory slots are not very big. If we combined Miracle and Mechary over there, we could get... oh, that's later game stuff. We will almost certainly be using it. Using that specific combination. Probably getting rid of like everything else that we have in this. Oh, control's having some issues. Getting rid of every other piece of software we can just to cram those in, because it saves us a lot of RNG, we'll say. Huh. Well, we killed the boss and we didn't really get anything super useful. I think we can try and get a chest over here in the endgame area. We're supposed to shoot something with a sub-weapon. We don't have any, like, normal ones. Normal or affected ones. Also on the walls here you get little previews of all the bosses in the game. Like this little dude, dragon guy, Bahamut. There's the astronaut, Palenque. He's probably almost guaranteed like the last or second to last one we'll fight. I think here we could... no, we cannot. Okay. That is a shame. Yeah. Well, that's unlucky. We can go back to the Chamber of Birth. Where did I come in from? I keep forgetting to jot down like two-way entrances. I wish I had all this stuff like on screen sharing or something, but I have this page full of crap that just has like really arbitrary maps. Yeah, the Flash games, you combine them and they have really weird effects. Like, they're just references to older works, like the names don't really mean anything, they just have little descriptions, but yeah, if you combine specific ones, they give you buffs of various kinds. One of them, some of them are just good for doing more damage, and one of them lets you revive once, which is, yeah, very, very nice. Miracle and Mechary is a particularly good combination because of fairies, which will show up later in the game. You usually get a random chance to get a few different fairies, but the ones we want most of all, almost all of the time, are the key fairies, and unfortunately they have a very, very low spawn rate. Miracle and Mechary makes it spawn 100% of the time key fairy, which is, yeah, handy. I don't think we've gone to any areas where we can see things that need to be changed by it, but yeah, like the Spring in the Sky has a shop that if you bring a key fairy to it, changes it into another shop, which means 3 new items that could be very essential to progress. We're just, yeah, most of what we're doing is just hunting for items that'll let us solve very specific puzzles. And what we're coming down here for is the one non-glitchy use of the grapple claw. This pillar is bent, so we hang on it and it falls down. Whack puzzle. Took me far too long to solve that one, but that's how you do it. It looks like we got trapped here, but we put down a weight on a skeleton, a fake skeleton apparently, and that lets us get out. All for this chest up the top, which hopefully has something nice. I don't have my shield out. I really should have my shield out. It's a weight. Well, yeah, that was not worth it at all, actually. Hang on. We should be able to... Yeah, the flash game stuff is very, very weird. It just, like, nothing in the game tells you that they do anything until you combine them and then they flash like that. That's the only way you know if they've done anything, so it's just a lot of mixing and matching, and it doesn't tell you what it does, of course. Oh, isn't there a chest here? Yeah, fuck. I hope this isn't something really, really essential. It's just money, as usual. This should open up for us. No, we need to press that seal over there, damn it. Okay. The Temple of the Sun would be a nice area to get to. We could also get to there from the Spring in the Sky because of a specific puzzle, but... running out of avenues to go down, I gotta be honest. Maybe there's something more we could do in the Temple of Moonlight? Yeah, this is like the bad part of the randomizer. This is why it's very, very variable times. Some people beat this in like under 3 hours, some people. And like, people who are really into the game take longer, we'll say. Yeah, here. Damn it. We don't have quite low enough a hitbox to deal with this guy. Right. What we're looking for is either a knife or a katana. Will let us break things that are below us, which is necessary for some puzzles. Also, this is very awkward to go up at the moment, because these are like conveyor belt things that push us back. If we have the item that makes us go faster, this would not be an issue. Oh, go fast, please. Okay. We're fine. Hey, I know what we're going to do with that, if that is the actual item that's there. Yes, fantastic. This is the Fruit of Eden. We've seen an entrance to Eden over here. Yeah. One of the coolest, the coolest moment in the game for me still is like lighting up the Tower of the Goddess by going through it the right way, which happened earlier. But this is probably like the second coolest big like wham moment when you use the Fruit of Eden. I still got hit, damn it. There's one chest that, in theory, I could try to go for here. It would involve submerging myself in lava, and I don't know if I have the health pool to do that and get away with it. Alright, so we have the Fruit of Eden, which means this little switch spawns up here, which lets us actually progress through this area. Yeah, and it's like one of the worst areas in the game also. This area makes people very, very angry because this is the... So every area has a front side and a back side, and the front side is supposed to be the quote-unquote good version, and the back side is the twisted, fucked up version. So this is like the bad version of the tutorial area, the Gate of Guidance. So instead of like giving you useful hints, you know, letting you do anything at all, if I could read these tablets, they would just be like mocking you and calling you a fool for not getting the solution and all that, which is pretty funny. There's an item over here. Not fast enough to not get spiked there, but that was almost a really cool item, but for no reason at all, it was actually a different item that sucks. The waterproof case lets us pause underwater. So... helpful. Sometimes items just don't look like what they're supposed to be in these randomizers, I don't know why. There are traps in this game that look like items but are actually bats. That's a thing, but not, every item looks like the item they're supposed to be. We can't progress through here because we don't have something to read the tablet. Oh, well, not the tablet, something beside the tablet. And this is another useless diversion, okay. Well, we want to go back to where we just were. but that was a one-way exit. So we're gonna have to walk back, do a lot of walking again. Unfortunately, there's no real quick way to get there. We're just gonna have to do the exact same route. Another reason why variable times in speedruns happen. Oh, but we did open up a bunch of other entrances, actually, including one that could be very useful. So, around the place we've had things blocked off, because they don't let us go into the Gate of Illusion until we've seen the Eden thing. Now they are unblocked. Now we can go into them out of order, just like everything else in the game. So, there's one here, and there's one somewhere else. These hands are being caught right now. Jesus Christ. So just imagine this, but you're also like constantly spending flare gun ammunition on being able to see 2 feet in front of you. Fun area. Is this the one we want? Yes. Alright. This lets us come in from the top of the Gate of Illusion that lets us bypass the things that we don't have. These enemies are very annoying, but you can just jump over them most of the time. That thing is lit. I don't know why that thing is lit. Okay. So up here is an NPC we can talk to if we... Oh, we have an item we can buy, and we can do more stuff in the Chamber of Birth. This thing we need to put in an item into, and then it starts spawning enemies in another area, which is not... doesn't sound like something you want to do, but it's necessary. Can a flare gun destroy this? Yes. Good. We can open up a shortcut here. Oh, get rid of these spikes, sorry. And open up pathway to... I was wondering what that jumping noise was, but yeah. Creature down there having some fun. Here is the Grail, now we can warp here. We could also fight a boss, I think. God damn, I thought I did the thing. You're supposed to be able to read the tablet, damn it. Yeah. Normally that thing opens for us. Okay. We're gonna go get the Cog of the Soul. That was in the normal version of this area. Elevator's good, but I don't want it now. Just interesting hit. Alright, and we want that, maybe? It didn't make the noise, we probably didn't want that. I was supposed to remove all the maps, but I guess I didn't put that in the settings. Where are we going? This place. Okay. And luckily we'll be able to immediately see the effects of it when we actually use it. It's a very interesting run, this one. We haven't been able to get to, like, some of the very easy places to get. Where are they? Yeah, now little clay people spawn everywhere. So that means we want to go back to the Chamber of Birth just after we heal and stock up on some more weights. Groovy. Coming back for these is just the biggest pain in the ass. Most people just walk around with 30 of them in their pockets, because what else are you going to spend your money on? In this speedrun, it's actually potentially a lot, so don't listen to me when I say that. Where are we going? The main entrance, which is... well, either one of them for some reason is in this place. Damn. It's fun, finicky platforming for the whole family. Yeah, most of the time you don't need to be able to read. You can just, by intuition and by already knowing all the puzzles, you don't need to obviously know any of the hints if you just know what you're supposed to do. But sometimes specific triggers are set behind reading a thing because that's just part of the puzzle. I am 10 gold short of this. We do want this a lot. Okay, where are we gonna get 10 gold? I'll tell you where I like to grind for it. Or, alternatively, we can try and do more stuff in here. We can't go and fight this boss yet. We can't really drop down this pit or anything. And I'm pretty sure the entrance on the right is just going to lead to the Gate of Guidance again. I'll just confirm it, I guess. Yeah. So we just gotta grind for $10. And luckily, the Gate of Illusion has a pretty good place for that. There are also a bunch of puzzles that we can do now. Oh no, we can't, because we need to read the tablets to actually have the things activate. There's a boss that spawns in that place. It's just this bat guy who's annoying. The idea is you get hit by him once and you just fall. Oh, they're being so nice to me. Oh, so nice. There's also a pretty good room to stock up on these little green orb things so you can heal up just before a boss if you're on your way to it. It's not super useful for a lot of things, but you can fill up that little blue bar beneath your health by collecting all those green orbs and then pick up one just before a boss fight and heal to full, which is helpful. So the thing we're buying over here is the Earth Spear. It's a sub-weapon. It's also like not an orthodox one. It's not like the shurikens that you get very early in the game that let us do a lot of different things. But it shoots downwards, which is very good in particular for some things in the Tower of Ruin, which is where you're supposed to get them. That's the place with all the machinery. It'll also, for now, let us do what normally like a knife or a katana would do by hitting things beneath us. Excellent. We are now down to $1. And we have 20 of the things. How nice. First things first, we want to destroy this. 8 of them, damn. Which opens up a shop over here. Which, unfortunately, we're somehow we have lost all of our money in a flash. Thankfully, he's also not selling anything useful. Alright, the other place we want to go to... Goddamn. Well, there are a few things we can do with this now. This box is one. Alright. This puzzle won't make a whole lot of sense, but we're spelling out moo in weirdo fake language, which is name of someone in law. Fuck. Okay. And that was a health up, that's good, I guess. Oh, you prick. Alright, we're fine. There's also a way down that we can't really do much about yet, I assume. Oh wait, we have the bronze mirror now, so maybe. We got the wrong way. Yeah, duh. Killing bosses actually means something now because we have the bronze mirror. Or, wait. No, that's right. We picked up something that looked like the bronze mirror but wasn't actually the bronze mirror, so yeah, this will be useless for now. Yeah, it doesn't even give us anything. We hit that thing 3 times, and for some reason that makes us able to push this block. Gotta love it. And there's something we can't do anything with down here. Okay, well, there's one other thing that we need to break from above that was stopping us for a bit, which is that little vase pot thing down there. And it's money. Okay. I have the feeling we haven't found everything we need to find in here. That's just something we call intuition. So there's a lot of stuff we can't do in this area because we need to read a tablet to be able to solve a puzzle, to do big things. For example, beneath us here, oh sorry, above us, well above us now because we fell, is a special doorway. We need to do big puzzle first before we can talk to that guy who is one of the philosophers. I guess we'll just smack this chest for the hell of it. Yeah, it's bats. Just in case of some weird graphical glitch, and that was actually a very useful, very important item. Not likely. And it has something to do with all these pipes hanging around. I'm trying to remember if we forgot. Hey, we can't even go further up here without coming in from the opposite direction. What a silly, silly boy I am. Hey, 5 bombs, that's nice. It's really bugging me that we can't blow open a thing in here. I would really like Earth Spear ammo because at the moment we're using it for a lot more than we want to be using it for. Supposed to blow open that passage of rocks, which allows us to get to precious, precious up ladders. We really, really want up ladders right now. And also some items. It's just like a whole side area to this main section. I don't know if we have enough to do this thing. God damn. Can we actually hit this thing? No, we can't. Fuck. We're just taking hits for free right now. There's bomb ammo absolutely everywhere. Also, weird puzzle that nobody really ever does in the main game. You can drop that down into the water below, and that makes a hot springs, which heals you. It's really out of the way. It's very bizarre that they added that in, and most people just completely missed that in the first playthrough. We would like to get into there, but we don't have a weapon that hits low enough to break that top entrance in. Otherwise, who knows what that could be. Well, there's one more chest we can open. Two more chests, actually, we can open in here, I think. Don't do it. You fuckers. Okay. So, more weird, nonsensical logic. Oh, hang on. I think I went the wrong way, yeah. Backtracking is fun. We needed to do it anyway, I think. You need to walk in front of all four of these open chests. That's the puzzle. Oh, but I don't think we can walk up to that top one yet. Yeah. So now we get to the fun bit where we're just like scouring the map for coin chests and stuff. That's great. That old fun 2-hour mark, yeah. We want to land above us here, which unfortunately is the puzzle. And that opens up a thing beneath us, of course. And there is no thing up here that I thought there might have been. Ninjas are annoying. We don't have the thing that lets us get any significant rewards from killing bosses. We don't really have anything that gets us through roadblocks right now, like in the Chamber of Birth. We can't read. What are we? Deaf, dumb, and stupid? And that means we've got to get creative. I think what we need is Earth Spear ammunition. God knows where we're going to get that from. Well, we're going to have to try and kill the boss up top here. Alright, here's actually some stuff we haven't gotten here. Alright, we are banking on finding the last items that we need to, or the next items that we need to get further, somewhere in here. Earth Spear ammo is excellent, that should be able to break something that I was thinking of just a little bit ago and then completely left my mind because I am a complete himbo streamer. Gotta stick to video editing. Really glad that we're getting all these caltrops ammo, considering we are almost never going to use caltrops. That's what I was missing. We need to shoot this guy with a flare. And I missed it. Ah! That's the one. Caught it. So hopefully down this ladder is the thing I'm looking for. It should be a switch. No, it's the other way. Wrong one. Hopefully just down here. That's the one. Oh, we need to go into it through another way, but that's what we're looking for. Getting into the Temple of the Sun would be a pretty cool thing right now. Getting into the spring would be even better. But we can't really do anything with entrances yet. So what we're looking for is something called the mobile scanner. Would be very good. Or what else? Serpent Staff. That would be painful, but it would progress us through the Chamber of Birth. Or the Bronze Mirror, which means we would need to start killing some bosses and then going through those weird eyeball doors that have been around the place. Otherwise, who knows what. Maybe I get a good weapon and just have to grin and bear it through the dimensional corridor. Yeah, the chakram's nice. I suppose we'll try and kill this sub-boss. If you haven't noticed yet, the music in this game is quite good. But I have to admit, I've been playing this game a lot lately, so not as alluring to me at the moment. What'd this guy sell again? Ammo for something. Chakrams, that's okay, I guess. Alright. No, 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 I wanna... I thought that was gonna happen, so I was trying to move off it. Okay. This is gonna be pretty bad, I imagine. Damn. Nice, we hit him twice with that boomerang chakram. The thing that makes the chakram not amazing to use against this guy is if it goes through too many enemies, it breaks. So we want to get him... Oh my god, okay. Because he likes to spawn in blue guys, he has a tendency to just break your chakram. But, you know what? I think it was powerful enough that it instantly killed those blue guys and made that not a problem. Where is my shield? I like my shield. Well, he just gave away the secret of this. It's Space Capster 2. Not the run-saving item we were looking for. Alright. Well, this room's not super helpful to us now, but killing all these 4 witches and then leaving a certain someone alive afterwards does set up for a boss. This guy. His name starts with P, but I can't remember what it is. Like, Peyton. Peyton, I think. So what are we missing here? I already solved the puzzle to open this thing. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Check it out, it is nothing. The Angel Shield is nice. Oh, we have a map for this place. Yeah. What looks like a really distorted, like, laughing, crying emoji in the bottom left is a fairy. They are... yeah. We don't have them yet, unfortunately. It does show us where all the exits are, which is kind of nice, and I do have them all written in. With our chakram, we can open one more thing in the Shrine of the Mother. And we need to get to it through here, actually, because there are currently walls up everywhere in the shrine, and we can't go from within it. Like, we'd have to backtrack a far way, is what I'm trying to say. Just having a dementia moment. Don't worry about it. When we see the surface, I'm telling you, when we manage to step foot on the surface, everything's gonna be so much better. We now have a normal-ish throwing weapon that goes horizontally. Which lets us do... oh, it's beneath us still. Actually, yeah, I forgot. We have all the seals. For whatever reason. My brain blanked it out. I just went, yeah, this isn't an option, obviously. But we have every seal. Which means we get to get this chest. This, like, endgame chest. For no reason. That's interesting. And it is a knife. All reliable. I'm not dying in this fucking hellhole. Damn, I just lost a chakra. That's very stupid of me. And it's money, anyway. Okay. What was the other place I was thinking of? Yeah, the Temple of Moonlight, that's the one. I don't believe there's any way to get down here. You can kind of see it. It's like a pixel of yellow. The chests have randomized graphics. It could be something that's supposed to be a coin chest, or it could be ah, fuck. Well, we're gonna do this loop a few times, I feel. It could be a coin chest, which are those brown ones, or it could be the big one that's supposed to be an item even if the contents are the opposite. So sometimes you'll see things sticking out of walls and all that. Can I... No. Don't you fuck me like that. I just lost all my chakrams, and this is a cursed chest anyway. Jump down. Alright. Oh shit. This is... oh, the pain. At least we have something that can open up the little pathway in here now. Still haven't seen ghosts. They exist, I promise you. Get money. Power of the shitty little dagger. Excellent. It's nothing. I'm gonna cry, dude. Jesus, man. We're still illiterate. We're still worthless. Our entrances are blocked. Routed at every possible path. At least I can fix up my notes. That's something. Okay. Well, there's one more thing I can think of. As soon as I jot down where the hell this thing is. Okay. We want to go to... Fuck. For a moment, what the fuck was I thinking? No. Inferno cabin, that's right. We're not supposed to be going in lava. I think that much is obvious. But there are a few goodies you can get for just doing it anyway. This is probably going to be a two-step trip, so I hope you like this specific route. It's here, isn't it? No. It's fucking coins again, man! What are you doing to me? Holy shit. Where do I go? Well, very, very interesting. There aren't any bosses I could fight right now that would open other stuff. I could fight the boss in the mausoleum, just wouldn't do anything. The only thing I can bet on right now is that randomly one of the gates is going to be open. And it might be the one here, and I might have just completely glazed over it when I was here the first time. Nope. That hitbox. Whoever just joined, brother, if you got any ideas, I am fresh out. You've reached a really entertaining part of the run where we have no idea where we're going, no idea what we need to do. We can embed ourselves in walls of concrete if we feel like it. It warped me back, that's crazy. I didn't know we could do that. Okay. Man. I think my only option is to fucking fight boss rush enemies with starter ass equipment in the hopes that up the top I get one item after a painful parkour session. So once again I'm gonna be... oh no, wait, no, I killed that guy. Don't you contact damage me, ya bitch. He's gonna hit me again. This guy. This may have been the most pitiful attempt at this boss rush. But I'm on full health at least. I already know the item that's in there, it's worthless. I could just grind off these guys to try and get health. And this is just like an awful mini-boss. He just flies in circles. Completely fixed pattern, you have to hit him. Oh Jesus, I forgot. I have to hit him 3 times now because I have trash equipment. Sometimes they take 2 hits to die, and even then this thing is a 4. Yeah, this is what hell is like. This is the thrill of this mini boss. Jesus, I want to at least weaken the other guy. Fuck. Because then that happens. And my controller disconnects. It's a cool phase. My ears. Lord have mercy. Ah! Fuck, man. We can try the other guys. They're gonna be worse. Whip the knife out for this first guy, because there's about one chance exactly that I have to get damage off on him kind of risk-free. And that was it. And now we're in Funky Town. Now I am at the whims of what this fucking guy wants. Yes. He does a lot of contact damage. I'm dead. Nope. Oh man. I'm using 100% of my fucking brain power right now. God damn. Drop down to me. You prick. Don't do it. Okay. Do it. You. Ah, shit, man. This is the most effort I have ever expended on this boss. Oh my god! The whole stream was worth it for that. Fuck that guy. Oh my lord, what am I doing? I'm not gonna be able to beat the other... This guy's so tedious that people just like, oh, Jesus, dude. People just like sponge him. Whoa. What is he doing? Okay. Hey, I'm glad we can all get educated here on the Toasty stream. Because I didn't know that was a thing. What's he gonna do? Eh, not quite. He's gonna jab me with that thing as soon as I jump up. Great. Bring me death. Oh no. Well, I hope this was everything you thought it was. Not comfortable. Past lunchtime. Other things, I'm sure. I'm about to try a very bizarre idea. This fucking wall just eats all my caltrips. Well, I can't try my weird idea. Oh, that worked! Oh, it's a breakthrough. I just had to expend my... Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we have progress. This is crazy. Be gone. That's not the important thing. What's important is what's up here. Give it to me, baby. This is what I want. Through here, though. Through this passageway, though. Of course. And... yeah. The sweet release I've been waiting for. That's open. If this walks me into the endless corridor, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, well. Weird detour, but that's fine. We haven't talked to the philosopher, that's right. Just give me what I'm looking for. If there is a god in this world, if there are still things to believe in, we are going to find the entrance to the spring in the sky. Over this way. I can't even handle directions right now. This is probably a very bizarre place to join the stream at. Like, combining the exasperation with the weird, like, bonus area of the game that, even if you played it, you might not have seen. But I promise you, we're right at the foot of progress. You've joined at a very important moment. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. Well, you win some, you lose some. Okay. Whatever, we still have a new doorway to go through. I don't actually know where it could be. Where it could lead. Hey, there's a chest too. Oh shit, I forgot about this. That definitely went through. That definitely went through. I can teleport out and feel completely confident that that is gonna work. Jesus Christ. And so now we get to retrace our steps. Where were we? What a mad lad. Yes, I'm still, I'm a full-time streamer now, Nick. Are you proud? Fuck university. Fuck languages. We are going to be drinking the nectar of e-girls in Valhalla. Fuck. This is also not what you want to see. At all. Is this hell? Oh yeah, also, if you call me a cuck in chat, YouTube audio censors it. So, I'm really sorry about that. I tried to make this a platform of free expression, but where the fuck? Hang on. Yeah. There and there. You can call me a simp if you like. A simp isn't auto-censored. I swear I'm getting dementia. This is the way to go. Is it your birthday today? Yeah, happy birthday. I saw the Facebook notification, but Facebook's gay. And we'll want to do... no, fuck. That. I see. You got so much smarter and all this. How long has it been? You the growth that you've undergone is clearly massive. It's here, I think. Fuck. God is dead. That's the one. Why does it take two? It's coins. I am fucking ready for death. Take me when you please. Where the fuck even is it? Oh my god. This is pain. This is what I'm experiencing right now. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, good stream. Where did we go so wrong? There's one avenue I haven't explored that I really wish I didn't have to. Going good. Fuck you. Thought I could fucking trick it. Don't you do it, you asshole. Okay. I'm so shit. Nice. Nice. Oh. This is the good shit. Fuck me, man. Okay. Why do I suck fucking Mondo dick? Why do I do that? Nice. Do it. What am I looking for? How about... we're gonna take the genius strats. I already ran out of like useful things to say that are explaining stuff, so I'm just like hollow. What the fuck? Oh dear. Oh! Ah, I'm gonna get hit anyway. Jesus, man. Ah, Ah, the other one hadn't detonated. Okay. These are some brain dead strats we're deploying. What a bitch. And I'm about to eat shit. Why do you do this to me? Oh, I'm a smart guy. It's what we call the brick wall strategy. Oh nice, it already healed too, so this is gonna be shit. Big fan of this boss. Ali, and it fucked it. We have far left the realms of comfy, I'm sorry to say. We are in the desperate mid-afternoon La-Mulana Randomizer stream. If you were expecting someone with talent, I'm very sorry to can't play Siege with the boys. It's mighty tempting. Give me like one more attempt at this fucking asshole. Okay, yeah, this is gonna go about as well as every other time. You about to watch me whoop this thing's ass. I'm speedrun ranked. I'm just gonna detonate myself a bit. Fuck me, dude. Oh, that's sweet. You bitch. Don't worry. Death in seconds. You wait. Oh yeah. Let's go. Okay, nope. Cheated death there. Does this not look like speed to you? Alright. Well, that was a really valiant attempt. About an hour of game time went to dying. How do I pause this? Nice. Alright. Thanks to everyone for supporting me through my fucking mental disability there. I'm gonna go play Siege. with these little gremlins. Toasty484.